and welcome back to my current household. I'm really sad today. No. So I'm kind of sad. I'm not gonna lie. We've had a bit of unfortunate things happen to the family. So, not too much has changed with the children of the family, I guess I should say. Mainly the changes are within Stacy and Harley. They've actually passed away. I'm so sad. And they're here. Oh, I spelled grandmother wrong. Can I spell? They're here. They are resting under a tree in our backyard. Grim is still here. They both freaking died in the same night. So my Sims are very upset. Not happy in the freaking slightest. But there is some changes, not so much like with the family, but there is some changes. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what's kind of happened. These two are still at ends with each other, and I don't know, with the passing of his mom, Sean and his wife are kind of falling out of love. I don't know if it's the stress of having triplets to take care of and now the stress of like two loved ones passing away, but they are pretty darn upset. Brendan and his girl Maya, I don't know if in the last one they had the babies, but they did have another set of babies, Landon and Beatrice, which I think I did. I actually gave birth to them in the last episode, I do believe. So they're still babies, and Maya is now a young adult. She is ready and has told Brendan that she wants to actually introduce him to her parents. Yes, she's ran from them, but she is an adult now, and she is ready to face them and face whatever consequences come with it. So she is willing to let Brendan meet them. Brendan just has to let her know when he is ready. And I think he's just about ready to meet them. I really, really do. Which is kind of exciting for me because I've really been hoping this was going to happen for a while. So, who is next? That's pretty much all that's really happened with them. Miss Riley inherited her mama and papa's bear's bedroom. So she has moved over here. She is still single and definitely has decided it's not in her nature to get married. You know, she was in love with him. He broke her heart. And now she's moving on. She found out through the grapevine that he had been cheating on her anyways. She is sick to her stomach with how disrespectful he was to her in their relationship and has decided that, you know what, it's for the best. It's for the best for her to not be with him. She is now come to like closure with it. She doesn't really want to talk with him, and he has argued with her a bit and thrown out there filing for custody, which she knows deep down in her heart he will never freaking win. He is a lowlife who doesn't have a job, and she knows in her heart that she is the one for her kids. She's the only one who's been taking care of them. He's the one who up and left. What is the judge going to think about that? He is going to see that, he or she is going to see that there is no freaking time for, like, you know, to give those babies to him. He has not done anything for them. And not only does Riley have a good job, but she is living with a family, you know, her own family, who is well on their way to success. They have a lot of money. Who in their right mind is going to give those babies to somebody else? You know what I'm saying? She is not worried. Jade, it does not have any idea, but Chase is head over heels in love with her. She caught on fire, and the morning before his parents passed away, actually, and he recognized that he can't bear to think about a day when Jade is not a part of his life, and it freaked him out. Completely freaked him out. So he decided that he's ready to propose to Jade. He obviously isn't going to do it right now because they are getting ready to plan the funeral of his parents. And it's not the greatest time, but he does want to marry Jade before it gets too late. And he's also decided that He's going to ask to adopt Scott once he asks after he asks Jade to marry him. And he's also possibly going to talk about adopting another child. He just feels like there is so many kids out there in the world who could use a loving home. And Chase, you know, his siblings have had a bunch of kids, you know what I mean? He considers Scott to be his own. And he doesn't need to have his own to be satisfied in life. He just wants to give kids a loving home. And so he's going to talk with Jade about possibly adopting another child or even maybe a teen. So that could be interesting. Then we have Scott, who has started asking questions about his father. He's a little bit confused about the whole situation of like who his dad is because, you know, his mom's never talked about it with him or anything. And so he's a little bit confused about who it is. But Jade is slowly getting closer to showing or to letting them meet and, you know, seeing how things go from there. She does know that some point in life she's going to have to let Scott meet his dad because it's something that he wants. And she knows that she's always known that this day is going to come, but she kind of wants to talk with Scott about it because, you know, it's going to put Scott in a weird situation as well. Since Scott is the only one that's really raised, or since Chase is the only one that has raised Scott this whole time, like she doesn't want to make Chase feel like he's being replaced or, you know, that he's not good enough. So she does want to talk with him about it. And I think, honestly, I think Chase is going to be a-okay with it. He knows he's not Scott's father. He knows that, you know, he can only do so much for him, but he'll never be that dad for him. But, he loves Scott with his whole heart. I do think that. The only thing is, if she acknowledges that Scott's dad is in the picture, it is going to put a little bit maybe of a damper on him getting adopted by Chase because his father might not want him to be adopted. He doesn't even know, his father doesn't even know about him yet. So obviously right now we wouldn't need him to technically sign off because he doesn't even know about him. So there wouldn't be a problem. Yeah. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work. Technically, she could say that the father's dead and, you know, whatever, and they wouldn't be able to tell. They wouldn't be able to know. So that's why I'm saying technically they wouldn't need him to sign off. We still have the triplets. We have Logan, Keelan, and Matthias. They are still toddlers, but they actually age up in 2 days. They are just about there. He is really hungry, but he actually really needs to go to the bathroom. So let's go ahead and get him to go potty. So they're about to be children, which is kind of exciting. And then the most exciting things that have happened is Sally, who is Brendan and Maya's first daughter, has aged up. She is now a freaking toddler. She's so cute. She got the independent trait, so she just like goes and does things on her own, and she doesn't like mommy and daddy to help her very much. She ages up in a little less than 2 weeks, so we have some time with her. She is so freaking cute with her little buns. Oh my god. I gave her the color of purple as her favorite because I just think that kind of fits her. Then we have Valencia. Oh my goodness. Little Valencia is probably one of my favorites. I'm not going to lie. This is Riley's little girl. She has got pink for her color. And they live in Riley's old bedroom because, why not? I did do this really cool thing with the walls. So this one's pink. These ones are like, this one's like a green. This one's pink as well. And then this is polka dotted. And I think it's just so freaking cute. And then they have a rug, the rug from when Riley was in here, and the lamp and the desk and all of that stuff. But I did put the 2 cribs in here and a potty. I left the curtains. I know it goes in her crib, but I'm not going to mess with it much. Because eventually there'll be children and sleeping in here together. And I just think they are going to be one of the best of friends, like the best cousins growing up. They're the only 2 girls. Okay, so I just feel like they are going to be so great friends, and it's just going to be so freaking cute, and I can't wait to see them grow up together and, like, you know, pretty much live together like sisters, but be cousins. Oh my god, it's going to be so adorable. And then her twin brother, Aaron, I moved him up here into the twins, or the triplets bedroom. I just kind of put the triplets in, like, a circle over here, and then on his half, I gave him this little spot. Matthias's, crib was over here. But I just moved it over here closer to his brothers, which is totally okay. And then I just let Aaron go over here. Aaron is a little freaking blondie. Like, oh my god, I can't. He's so freaking cute. Oh, so cute. I can't wait to see what Landon and Beatrice look like. She is another little girl though, so obviously there's going to be the 3 girls living in that room. I'm kind of hoping, fingers crossed, that the triplets age up soon. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring Scott downstairs. He's going to sleep in the same room as the triplets. And then we're going to move the toddlers up here into this smaller room. That's kind of my idea. I know it's like a shuffle, but it's really the only thing that really works for this family is to shuffle them around a lot. And especially with the triplets aging up, we would only have the 2 boys. We would only have Aaron and Landon. And Landon's not even a toddler yet, so we'd have a little bit of time. I don't know how much more time Landon and Beatrice have. I think quite a while, to be honest. But I'm so excited. And Aaron is just so freaking cute. He has 12 days, so he has a while before he ages. But these guys, I would just get them. I'm just going to get 3 sets of bunk beds at some point. And then I'm just going to put Logan and Keelan on the same bunk bed. And then Matthias and Aaron. And then Landon, or not, Scott and Logan is what I meant. Keelan and Matthias, and then Aaron and Landon will have their bunk beds. So that's kind of how I'm going with it. And this will be their room eventually at some point once they're all aged up. But yeah, so that's pretty much all that's really happened. We just lost our mom and dad. We're getting ready to throw the funeral. Like I said, not too much is going down other than what I've pretty much mentioned. I'm pretty sure Annette is pretty fed up with this family. She is ready to move out. Like, look at their relationship. It is really crap. It is really crap. She hates pretty much everyone in this family. She doesn't get along with anyone. And honestly, I think there might be a divorce soon. I think if anything, they would wait at least until the kids were children, just so that, you know, when they're children, they don't need as much raising as when they're toddlers. You know what I mean? There's not like those first moments, pretty much. So I don't know. I think possibly once we get through the funerals and see how that goes, either they're going to get closer or they're going to grow farther apart. That's kind of it. Jade and Chase are going to probably be getting married very shortly. Maya and Brendan are going to be going and meeting her family, so that's going to be interesting. And then we just have Miss Riley, who is happy being single. I don't know if she'll actually stay single forever, but she does have that mindset of being single. So the girls down here do have their own bathroom, and Riley took over like her mom, so she's got this bathroom. I did kind of switch up a few things. I added or changed the treadmill and put the painting easel out here because I was trying to fit the babies into that room, and I didn't think about putting it in her own room, but that's fine. She can have it out there. She doesn't need to paint in her bedroom. I did put 3 high chairs down here. This is Aaron's, this is Sally's, and this is Valencia's. So that's just the 3. The triplets crib or high chairs are still upstairs. It's just more convenient for them. I haven't really changed anything else down here, I don't think. We do have a garden going now, which is kind of exciting. Upstairs, I don't think anything has really changed. I do need to get these photos going, though. I've been kind of slacking on it, and I really need to get them going. We should move that over because it kind of looks funny, but that's fine. Their room is just kind of empty. I need to give them another something. I don't really know what they want, and then these guys have just got this going on, so we can't really put back his workout equipment in his room like he had it. And then we have upstairs, which is just Scott's bedroom, the bathroom. There's a painting area up here as well with the little flowers. His workout, the other piano, and another desk, which I plan to put another computer on or buy a different desk because I don't really like that desk. No offense, I just don't really like it. I'm sure you probably have seen out on the front yard. This is all of the collections that we had in the parents' inventories. I didn't want to lose them because I know that sometimes if you don't take everything out of their inventories, a lot of times you'll notice that things come up missing or everything comes up missing. So these are all the MySim trophies that we have. These are all of the fossils. We've got our eggs, and then over here we've got our frogs. So that's pretty much all that has been going on. We did sell the bakery, so we don't have that anymore, so we don't have to worry about that. Talking about jobs, I'm going to quickly go through it just to kind of show you. Annette is still unemployed. She hasn't really worked too much on this. She does need to read to a child for 2 hours, which we can go ahead and do at any point to get her to the second part, or get done with the second part of her aspiration. Then we have Brendan. Brendan is actually working very, very hard on his career. He is a level 6. He's doing really well. He's on level 3 of the bodybuilder. So once he finishes this, which is reaching level 10, which is pretty much what he's working on, is the fitness level 10, then he will pretty much have been done. I don't really know how you do this. I guess you just continue to work out, which he does every day, so he should be fine. And you can see he is mourning from witnessing the death of a loved one, which is really sad. So he is doing really well. He doesn't have any really great relationships besides like the kids in the house and his girl. So, I mean, his siblings are okay. Some are better than others, but he does not like have any friends outside of the family. So I think that might be something we'll try and change here in a second. Sean is working in the astronaut career still. He's level 7, so he's doing really well as well. His fitness isn't going up as fast as I really wish it would. He is only on level 2 of his aspiration, though. But it needs to just get his handiness up, which he's been working on. He inherited all of the the things from his father, I do believe. No, he didn't. Yes, he did. I don't remember. No, I don't think so. I think so. I gave him to Brendan, actually, because he was just the first one, the oldest one. But he's got some stuff here that he wants to sell at a flea market. Once it comes up, we've got some stuff in here for him to go and sell. And that's pretty much all that he's working on. Again, I don't think he really has too much. He loves Annette so much, but, like, she just is very hard for him to deal with, unfortunately. He loves his sons as well, like, a lot. A lot. Oh yeah, he's good friends with Sergio. I forgot about that. They kind of hang out on a regular basis. Sergio's kind of like a nerd, and he always invites him out to the what's that one festival for like the nerds, and you can like build the rocket ships. He always invites him to that, so he kind of goes to that with him, and that's like their thing. You know what I mean? Like they have their thing together, and that's just cool. Riley is in the painter career. She is a level 8. She's probably one of the best painters I know around. And she is on level 2 of 4 of this. She just needs to go to the museum and view or admire a few paintings, and then we'll be on to the next. But she's been really focused on her kids and, you know, trying to get herself together, and now she's got the loss of her parents, so obviously she's working on that. She does need to make some friends. Unfortunately, she doesn't really have a lot of friends outside of the family. She's got like her brothers. She hates Annette pretty much. She is okay with Jade, which is pretty good because, you know, they're going to be living together for a very long time, I'm sure. So that's going to be good. She is kind of like starting to hate Caleb, but she still has like feelings for him. So if he tried to like get back in her life, I feel like she would fall for it. I really, really do. Even when he broke her heart, like she loves him so much. I just feel like she's such a kind person. Like she would try to see the good in him, like she's always has. And I feel like that's her fault in a way. Jade here is in the business career. She's kind of taking the footsteps of Stacy. Now, Stacy and Harley did not finish their aspirations or their jobs. So we'll probably just repeat them. So Jade here is in the business career. She's got a level 5. She wants to have the mansion Baron, which I think is going to be very, very difficult for us, just because the houses be worth 200,000 simoleons, and that is crazy amounts. I don't even know what kind of house you would have. Like this house here, I think is just perfect for us, but like to add more to it, like I think it'd be a little bit too much. Her and Eva are no longer friends. Eva got a new boyfriend, and she's just been really nasty ever since. And so she doesn't want anything to do with Eva. Eva's been kind of throwing some shade at Chase, and she's just not gonna have it. She just can't do it. She was really good friends with Stacy. Like her and Stacy were really, really close, which I think was really sweet. And I think that's kind of another thing that makes Chase love her so much more, is that she was so connected to his mom, and his mom was like, you know, Stacy was all of her kids' lives. Like they loved their mother so much. I mean, don't get me wrong, they loved their father, but not as much as they loved their mother. Like she was their #1 priority pretty much at all times, except for the kids, obviously. But she was so important to them. And that is so sweet. Chase is on level 7 of his career, he's following his father's footsteps. He really wants to make his dad proud, and he is working really hard on becoming that musical genius. He's got to write a couple songs, which we've been working on, and then earn 500 simoleons from the licensed songs. So we're trying to work on that a little bit, but he is definitely struggling a little bit with the whole loss of his father, because they were very close. If anything, Chase was very close to his mom and his dad, maybe equally, because of the whole playing piano thing. So he was really close with his father. And then, does he have any friends? I can't remember. He knows a bunch of people, but I think that's from just going out and doing the shows and stuff. And then we have Maya. Maya is just became a Renaissance sim, so she wants to kind of learn some stuff. She hasn't figured out what she wants to do with her life yet. So she's just kind of letting it go. And Brendan told her to take her time, no rush. They have good money, so it's not like they need her to get a job for money. He just wants her to do whatever makes her happy. And so that's kind of what she's trying to figure out. What makes her happy? What makes her tick? Now, her and Chase don't really get along, but they are working on it. They're working on becoming better friends, and she's doing it. Not only is she doing it for herself, or for Brendan, but she's doing it for herself, just so that the household can kind of get along a little bit easier, especially now that his mom and dad have passed away. She kind of feels bad, she gives him such a hard time all the time. And mainly I think it was more because she was a teen, you know what I mean, and he was kind of giving her a hard time. But she is pretty good friends with Alexander Goth. I mean, he was there for her when she was a teen and, going through all that stuff. And he was the one that she confided in, about everything that was going on until she met Brendan. So that was kind of a thing. She also has Anaya, who is also her friend. And she is friends with Annette, but she kind of sees that, Annette is very, 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 hard to handle pretty much for everybody. She has another friend named Cherish, who is the lady who kind of helped her get away from her bad situation when she was younger. Harley is the person who kind of took care of her along with Jay. They kind of took care of her together. And she's got Jose, who was a store clerk that she kind of always went to. Now, Vaughn was somebody that she kind of had a feelings for when she met Brendan. It never went into anything romantic, but she did kind of have a crush on him. Brendan does know about it, but he's not worried. They have babies together. She's really happy with Brendan. He knows it, and so he has nothing to worry about. But that's pretty much it. We've got Scott here. He is a C student right now. He just pretty much started school. He's worked a little bit on being that rambunctious scamp, and he just needs to play on a jungle gym while playful. And then we have the babies, and I'll show you just their skills. He just needs to finish thinking and communication, which is Logan. Keelan needs to finish communication and thinking as well. Matthias needs to finish communication and thinking. Sally has been really working on that movement and imagination. Valencia is working on her movement and potty. And then we have Aaron, who is working on his movement and imagination. So that's pretty much all that has been happening. I know it's not a lot of drama, but it is enough to kind of make you feel bad for the family, just because they are going through that. I will be putting out pictures of the funeral on my Twitter, so if you want to see the funeral, definitely check that out. I love this house. I think it looks amazing. But anyways, guys, if you guys enjoyed it, please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. In the description below, there is a donation link if you'd like to donate to the channel, along with all of my social media links and all of the other good stuff. So definitely check out all the links in the description below, and I will talk to you guys in my very next one. Thanks very much for watching.